you're doing okay. Hope you're having a good day today. It's 10:47 on the 16th of the 3rd, 2020. So the week has started. Indeed it has, yes. I hope you're having a good week. It's raining outside, which is it's good for ducks. That's a certainty. Right, okay, first of all, the photo you are seeing right now is a photo of my nan and granddad. So granddad on the left, nan in the middle. And I believe that's my uncle, part of who was the auntie and uncle who pretended they wanted me but put me back in care, etc., etc. They were lying all the time. That's one of them. But I haven't got the photo for that reason. I've got it because it's got my nan. And my nan was a lovely Christian lady. And she was really the only one in my family who loved me just for who I was. No surprise, because she was a Christian. She had a good heart, a good nature. So, yeah. And when she passed, I knew. I felt it when she went. I felt her go. Which, again, is quite a common thing for people to experience. So, yeah. Anyway, right, this video could easily entitle it Fear, I think. I was watching a program called God Friended Me, which is a lovely program. It's now into season 2, and to be honest, this is one of those programs that, in a way, they should have maybe just finished it on season 1. But on this episode, which is episode 17, they have this ridiculous person who you can clearly see can't act in any way, shape, or form. He is a character who is a filmmaker, a young filmmaker, and straight away you can see he's never going to make it, because his attitude is, this is my last chance. Now he's what, 18, 19 years of age? This is my last chance to be successful. Well, how many other attempts have you made? None. You're a one chance wonder. That's the thing. There are a lot of people that are one chance wonder, where it's their last chance, even though they've never had another chance. Never even had a first chance. This is their first and last chance. And those people live according to fear. Now, part of the reason why I got annoyed also with how things went on Saturday evening at the filling station is because they did the normal jokey about fear. Fear is facts. What's it called? Facts against evidence and real. Something like that. Anyway, there's that funny thing that they say so they can laugh about fear. Well, fear, my friends, is the opposite of faith. It's as strong as faith. Faith can tell a mountain to move, and that mountain will have to move. Fear can tell your life it's worthless, and your life will be worthless. Fear can look at a £100 billion business and say to the owner and the person who has all that wealth, you're going to be poor again. And the owner will be poor again. That business will collapse. And that's as big as saying to a mountain, because you think about it, in the days of Yeshua, they didn't have Wall Street. They didn't have any of that. They didn't have any of these massive businesses that were seen as they couldn't fail. We do now. And fear tells those businesses they will fail. But back to the one-hit wonders who think they have one opportunity in life. If you think you have one opportunity in life to be happy, you will never be happy. You can't possibly be happy because you are this one-hit wonder, and you will always be fearful of losing it, even if you get it. In most cases, you won't get it because you are putting so much on it, you will overcook everything you do to get it. You will do too much and you will put people off. People won't want to help you because your exuberance will be far too much. It will be far too important. It will be far too urgent. You'll have to do it now, and all these people will have to back you. And if they don't, they're nasty scumbags who aren't really your friends. That's the reality that you're going to face. I know that I've said on these videos, and I will say it again, that I do believe that this lady that I like, that if she or someone like her, doesn't have to be her, because I don't know enough about her. She may very well be married already. That's something I said from the beginning. I don't know. I don't even know her name. So it's like, yeah. It's at that stage where I'm looking at this person and say, I like what I see. Attractive, godly, definitely. Definitely spirit-filled, born again. The singing, beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, it was more, for today, for a younger person, because she's not that old. So for a younger person, she sings in a quite older style, sort of more classical sort of singing, which I wouldn't normally like, but she gave it some. And she was on her knees when she sings. When she worships, she's on her knees. When she goes forward for prayer, she's on her knees. So, yeah. I liked her. From that moment, from that night when I saw all these things, this woman I could love. I could seriously love this woman. But it might not be her. Whoever it is, get back to the point, whoever it is, I know that woman coming into my life means that depression will go. Not might go, will go. I mean, today has been a day when really the negative mental side and that sort of crap has been quite bad today. For whatever reason, if you listen to the video I did earlier, you'll soon figure that one out. First couple of seconds of that one, but it was real. It was quite raw and real, so yeah. But yeah, so I know that with her, that will be a marvelous situation, because obviously I can't go into a marriage with someone like that carrying your baggage into it. That has to go. But I fully believe that all that will go immediately. All of it. And there's no reason for wanting to carry on with any of that. I mean, my actual marriage that I had years ago, I mean, that was with, that wasn't good in any way, shape, or form. That was really bad. So in that marriage, there wasn't really love from either side. Neither of us actually loved each other. But when you really love, you let all the other stuff go. The past becomes the past. You don't take it with you. You don't take it into the relationship because of the fact you don't need it. You don't need all the other stuff that used to be part of your armor, because that's the thing. The baggage you carry, a lot of it is part of your armor, part of the way that you protect yourself. I mean, we're supposed to have the armor of God, but the problem is we can't have two armors. You can't wear two lots of armor. If one armor is from God and one's from the devil, you can't wear both. And all the stuff from the past, like depression and stuff like that, that's demonic armor. But it's stuff that we've carried for years that has been our protector, protecting us from rejection, protecting us from those things that could hurt us. But when you've found the one who is the one, you don't need to worry about that anymore. It is what it is. But I know within myself that if that wasn't to happen, I'm not overly concerned. As I say, with this lady that I've met that I like, she could very well be married, and if she's married, I wish her well and I wish her husband well. And I'll just move on. I just say, okay, she's not the one. And the older I get, I'm just going to say, okay, obviously there won't be a one, and maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I can just serve God. I mean, even if that's going to happen, that may never happen. I had the dream and the vision years ago that suggested that I would be involved in, helping Christians to get on the right track and to, is this what I'm doing here? Audio for YouTube videos, would that be it? Well, for that to be it, I've got to go from 8 subscribers to maybe 20 million. And so that isn't impossible, but I don't think it's likely. But anything is possible with God. And so God could use these videos to help people and to help people to get rid of their baggage and to, redesign their life. Again, there was another video from Mick Godwin, Redesign Your Life, Part 3. I said, and I left a comment just to say, telling people, watch the video and try and tell when God is speaking through Rick Godwin and when Rick is speaking. And then I reminded people that on part 2, I actually said in 2 lines how you need to do things to redesign your life. But, understanding that and doing it are 2 very, very different things. Knowing what you need to do to redesign your life and actually redesign your life is a different matter. But to do these things, we need people around us, the right people. And that's why I believe that if this woman or someone like her comes into my life, and in a close part of my life, as a wife, then she is one of the important parts of what's going to help me to redesign my life. To say, okay, I understand how to do it, now I'm going to do it. Because, we'll put it this way, I'll be marrying someone who most likely is doing most of that already. So, that's going to help. And it's also a case where, she can, look after the dogs while I go and do some praise and worship, or I go and do some Bible study, or, we can do some Bible study together, which is good. All this stuff, and we can pray together, we can seek God together. When you do it on your own, it's difficult. It's not impossible. No, it's not. However, when you hear from pretty much every one of the men of God who have been successful in redesigning their life and being a vessel for God to use, they've always had people around them that have helped them to get there. They've had a wonderful wife, they've had wonderful friends and Christian brothers and sisters who have been there and given them time and prayed for them and done all of that stuff to help them to get to where they got to. Their friends have sacrificed a lot, and their family, their wife, to exalt them. they're not going to get there on their own. Yeah, if you're trying to get to that level on your own, you won't get there. It's as simple as that. You need people, to help you, people who are going to hold you accountable, people that are not going to be simply yes, yes, yes. And I know that, what I need in a wife is someone who's going to give me a kick up the backside. If I have days like today, I mean, however, I will. If you listen to the video from earlier, I suppose that's what I'm referring to. You'll know that by the time I was making the video, I mean, I started ranting at God probably about 2 minutes before I decided to make the video. I thought, well, this is a good thing to actually make a video about. Actually, if it's about normal Christianity, then it's important to see normal Christianity. And within 2 minutes of making into the video, I'd already got to the point of coming out of that. So I'm not really sure whether a wife can really help that. I mean, they could get me out a bit quicker. But so I don't take offence if somebody is saying nasty things about me. But I know if somebody ever says anything nasty about her, I would want to tear that person's face off. And so I will need her to help me calm down, because you get into trouble for tearing people's faces off. So that wouldn't be a good thing. But I know without a shadow of a doubt, it would. I'd go from very calm to absolutely fuming in a matter of a split second, and I would want to tear that person to pieces. So it's like, that's not good. So I would need a wife who's going to be helping me not to be silly and helping me to see the fact that does it matter if someone says something nasty? Does it matter? They've already damaged themselves by saying that, really, and they have. If ever someone says something nasty about you, they've caused themselves problems. You don't need to really get involved. That's the truth of it. However, when you're in at the moment, you don't really see it that way. So no, it's fear is a pain in the butt, and the whole idea that you've got one chance in life, that is horrible. It is absolutely horrible if you're in that situation. I don't envy you. I think you've got a tough situation that you're going to have to get through, and you're going to have to get to the point of realizing that, especially if you're young. Come on, if you're young, you've got maybe 1,000 chances of being happy in life, not just one. So take advantage of your learning ability, and if it doesn't work out this time, learn. Do it differently next time. If you're a bit panicky, then next time don't be so panicky. Do what you need to do to learn from your mistakes, so you don't have to keep on making those mistakes. If you can do that, then chances are you will be successful. But I say, if you're on your own, try and again learn from the mistakes of the people you have in your life that don't add to it. Because what you need is people that are going to add to your life. Even if you're someone who's going to help to exalt someone else, that person you're exalting still needs to add to your life. If they're just a taker, then that's not good. Takers, there are takers and there are givers. There are givers in life and there are takers. What you want is really to be with someone who could be a giver and a taker, which is rare, because a lot of people are happy to give because when you give, it makes you feel better, and they want to feel better. Other people are takers because they have a need that needs to be filled, and they will just continue taking from people. They'll continue using people, and that's not good. So Be friends with people who can be good givers and takers. Trying to get people like that in your life. People that will bless you and be happy to be blessed by you. Because then you can be a receiver and you can be a giver. Because you need to learn to do both. As I said, build your faith. If you build your faith bit by bit, then fear shouldn't be too much of an issue in your life because of the fact you built your faith. Your faith muscle is strong, so fear can't take a hold. Well, that will have to do for now because it's now 11:15. No, it's not. It's 7 minutes past 11. I've got two clocks. The computer says it's 7 minutes past 11, which is the accurate time. But my alarm clock says it's 12 minutes past 11 because that's the one I use for getting up and for knowing the time, generally speaking, indoors. So if I have an appointment or something, I'm never late. I'm always 5 minutes early. So I looked at that one by mistake. So yeah, it's now 8 minutes past 11. So for this video, that will do for now. So I think I'm going to call it One Hit Wonder. The One Hit Wonders. Yeah. Right, well, you take care. Have a wonderful day. And you have a good week. And realize that however long your life is going to be, you're going to have more than one chance to be happy. Okay? Speak to you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.